In each sentence, there is either a cardinal or an ordinal number.
1. Robert finished the test in 65 minutes.
2. Susan lives on the 15th floor.
3. The student paid $36 for the book.
4. My telephone number is 406-3239.
5. Bill's birthday is on February 21st.
6. California is the third largest state in the United States.
7. Do you think 88th Street is usually a busy street?
8. The nearest post office is on the 42nd Street.
9. Write down the zip code NY 10021 here.
10. The Browns stay in room 308, Park Hotel.
好了，我们来看一下呢，这一道题考的就是基数词和序数词。第一个
1. Robert finished the test in 65 minutes.
in 65 minutes.
2. Susan lives on the 15th floor.
on the 基数词、序数词应该是序数词，第15层楼后面加 th 啊 ，15th floor。
3. The student paid $36 for the book.
$36 for the book.
4. My telephone number is 406-3239.
是电话号码的前3位和后4位之间的连字符分开。
5. Bill's birthday is on February 21st.
21st.
Six. California is the third largest state in the United States.
Is the third largest. 第三大的州，加利福尼亚。
7. Do you think 88th Street is usually a busy street?
Do you think? 前面的数字没问题，那么你听到的是一个基数词还是个序数词？
Do you think 88th Street is usually a busy street?
后面还有个 th 啊，第几道街嘛？哎，第88道街。
8. The nearest post office is on the 42nd Street.
And the 42nd Street. Oh. 42nd. 那么还是用的是序数词。
9. Write down the zip code NY10021 here.
那么请大家看一下呢，我们的邮政编码是全是数字的，他们的邮政编码前面还有2位字母啊。
10. The Browns stay in room 308, Park Hotel.
Yeah.
1. Robert
308。那么大家看一下，在什么情况下用基数词，什么时候用序数词呢？我们看一下第多少层楼，那么第多少号，第几大的，第几条街，这种情况下呢，用序数词。第二部分。
You will hear 10 questions. There is only one answer to each question. Listen carefully and choose the answer from the 4 choices.
1. Are you from Italy?
2. Are there any French restaurants near here?
3. Do you think this is a nice place?
4. How's your mother doing?
5. How did Mr. Jones get to the cinema?
6. What do you think of your new teacher?
7. Are you going on holiday?
8. Have you been to Paris?
9. What does Peter do?
10. How many students do you teach?
1. Are you from Italy?
什么问题呢？那么像这种一般疑问句，你听到前2枚词就可以了。第一个词是序数词，然后是主语，
1. Are you from Italy?
下两个词是 Are you？ 那么回答呢无非两种，一个是，那么看一下后面符合系动词的只有什么 are 和 is cd 两个，那不可能是 it is， 应该是 we are yes we are。
2. Are there any French restaurants near here? 2. Are there any French restaurants near here?
那么这个主要结构是 are there， 那附近有没有什么什么东西？那么有两种，一种应该是 there are some， 要是有的话就是 there are some， 否定的就是 no they aren't any， 没有，那 they aren't any。
3. Do you think this is a nice place? 3. Do you think this is a nice place?
那么前面主要的结构是 do you think， 那么回答无非就是 yes I think so， no I don't think so， 我是这么认为的，应该选的是 yes I think so， 我这么认为的。
4. How's your mother doing? 4. How's your mother doing?
这个句子请大家注意，他说的是 How is your mother doing？ 意思是问你妈妈现在身体怎么样，身体好不好。如果说问你身体怎么样的，就是 How are you doing？ 回答应该是什么？这是第二个 She's very well， 身体状况不错啊。 How is your mother doing？
5. How did Mr. Jones get to the cinema?
注意听它的特殊语问词是什么。
5. How did Mr. Jones get to the cinema?
特殊语问词是 how， 怎么去的这个 cinema。 How did Mr. Jones get to the cinema？ 那么方式只有是 on foot， 而这个 together with his wife 应该是 with whom， 跟谁一起去的 when。
6. What do you think of your new teacher? 6. What do you think of your new teacher?
那这个问题呢 What do you think of？ 对于一个人的评价怎么样？
6. What do you think of your new teacher?
觉得你的新老师怎么样？那么应该会选的应该是 She's a very kind lady。 What do you think of your new teacher？
7. Are you going on holiday? 7. Are you going on holiday?
这个问的是 Are you going on holiday？ 你是要度假吗？这个问题怎么回答？ Yes, I'm going not to Paris just about 2 weeks ago, not until this Saturday。 我们看一下，要是选 A 呢还不对，为什么选 A 不对？ Are you going on holiday？ 那如果要是肯定的话应该是 Yes I am， 对不对？后面不可能加 going， 那选的应该是什么？About 2 weeks ago 是2周以前，但我们说的是 going to 要发生的动作。 Not to Paris 呢表示是地点，看看选 D 怎么样？答案应该是最后一个。为什么会有这么一种回答呢？ Are you going on holiday？ 回答是 Not until this Saturday， 意思就是 I'm not going on holiday until this Saturday， 我直到周六才出去度假。所以这里面第7题是最难的。
8. Have you been to Paris? 8. Have you been to Paris?
助动词是什么？助动词 have you 怎么样？
8. Have you been to Paris?
后面是 have you been to Paris？ 去过巴黎吗？应该怎么回答呀？后面是 I hope to go there this weekend. I didn't go there last year. Never. It's been a long time now. 应该现在是 never， 意思就是 No, I have never been to Paris. Never， 从来没去过。
9. What does Peter do? 9. What does Peter do?
What does Peter do？ 这句话是什么意思？问一个人的。说 Peter 是做什么的？也就是他的工作职业是什么？ He's a clerk in a bank. He's good at computer science. He's from Germany. He speaks several languages. 选的应该是 A. 银行职员。What does Peter do? 那你干什么呢？ What do you do?
10. How many students do you teach? 10. How many students do you teach?
那么疑问词是 How many students do you teach? 你教多少学生？能不能说 lots of them？ 而是应该说的是 more than 70啊，也不能说2个班，说教多少学生？我教2个班，那应该是 how many classes 啊？看一下。对话部分。
You will hear a dialogue. It will be read twice. Listen carefully and supply the missing words.
Do you mind if I ask you to practice speaking English with me?
No, of course not. But what for?
Well, I'm meeting some American friends next weekend.
I see. But I'm busy now. How about tomorrow morning?
That'll be fine. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. See you then.
Bye.
Now listen again.
Do you mind if I ask you to practice speaking English with me?
No, of course not. But what for?
Well, I'm meeting some American friends next weekend.
I see. But I'm busy now. How about tomorrow morning?
That'll be fine. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. See you then.
Bye.
那么这是呢2个人这个比较简单的对话，我希望大家能够在听过第3遍之后呢，能够把它复述下来啊。那么如果呢在听这个语音材料之前，有些地方实际上就是可以猜得出来的，是不是？好，还有没有记得第一个地方是什么呢？ Do you mind 啊 ？If 那就是如果我做什么事情，你是否介意啊 ？Do you mind if I ask you to do something？ 那么英语应该是怎么样的？应该是用来讲的。那么平时是要进行练习的，它有后面怎么说的？然后如果人家问了 Do you mind？ 你回答应该是什么？你介意吗？不介意。这个地方应该是啊。好，我们听它。这个时间过了之后，我们再听一下。
Do you mind if I ask you to practice speaking English with me?
这个动作是什么？
Do you mind if I ask you to practice speaking English with me?
To practice， 然后呢讲英语 ，speaking English with me。我还是请你跟我一起练说英语，你介意吗？听他怎么回答。
No, of course not.
No, of course not. 除此之外还可以这么说 ，Not at all， 一点也不介意。
But what for?
But what for？ 它这个地方理解的时候，你把它调过来 ，for what？ 为了什么呢？啊，为什么要练英语呢 ？What for？ 啊，有什么用呢
No, of course not. But what for?
Well, I'm meeting some American friends next weekend.
I'm meeting some American friends. 什么时候
Meeting some American friends next weekend.
？Next weekend。这里面请大家注意了 ，I'm meeting 这个绝对不是表示正在，而是我要在下周末见一些美国朋友。
I see. But I'm busy now.
But I'm busy now.
How about tomorrow morning?
那么现在忙后面呢 ？How about 明天上午怎么样 ？How about 征求意见。
That'll be fine.
That will be fine. 好的，好 fine.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure. 这是我的荣幸啊。It's a pleasure. 哎，或者是 my pleasure.
See you then.
Bye.
Now listen again. You will hear a short passage. It will be read twice. Listen carefully and decide whether the following statements are true or false. I'm Mrs. Taylor. My first name is Kate. I'm a nurse and work in a hospital. I'm married to Peter Taylor. He's a professor of education. My husband and I live in New York State. We live in a house. Our house isn't new and it isn't large, but we like it very much. We have 2 children, a daughter and a son. My daughter's name is Helen. Her room is upstairs. It isn't big, but it's neat and sunny. Our son is only 3 years old. His name is Tom. We love our children very much.
Now listen again.
I'm Mrs. Taylor. My first name is Kate. I'm a nurse and work in a hospital. I'm married to Peter Taylor. He's a professor of education. My husband and I live in New York State. We live in a house. Our house isn't new and it isn't large, but we like it very much. We have 2 children, a daughter and a son. My daughter's name is Helen. Her room is upstairs. It isn't big, but it's neat and sunny. Our son is only 3 years old. His name is Tom. We love our children very much.
我们先看一下问题啊。Number 1, the Taylors work and live in the city of New York. 在纽约市工作生活。2, they live in a clean, small house not far from the city. 离城市不远。3, there were altogether 4 persons in the family. 一家4口。4, the Taylors live a happy life though the house is small. 5, Mrs. Taylor's son has a younger sister. 是他的儿子有了一个妹妹啊。对不对？
I'm Mrs. Taylor. My first name is Kate. I'm a nurse and work in a hospital. I'm married to Peter Taylor. He's a professor of education. My husband and I live in New York State.
听到 New York 了吧？第一个对不对？对吗？
Peter Taylor. He's a professor of education. My husband and I live in New York State.
New York 后面什么 ？State 是纽约州啊。这个地方大家注意，纽约也是个州的名字，还是个市的名字，所以一定要听清楚。很多题都是拿在这儿做文章的，是 New York State 纽约州，而不是纽约市，所以第一个是错的。
He's a professor of education. My husband and I live in New York State. We live in a house. Our house isn't new, and it isn't large.
那个房子是大还是小？
We live in a house. Our house isn't new, and it isn't large.
Isn't new and isn't large, small.
But we like it very much.
But we like it very much. 这是一个地方。
We have 2 children, a daughter and a son.
好，现在判断呢，家里是4口人，对不对？我看看啊，第3个应该是对的，还有 a daughter and a son.
My daughter's name is Helen. Her room is upstairs. It isn't big, but it's neat and sunny. Our son is only 3 years old.
Now, how old is their son?
Neat and sunny. Our son is only 3 years old.
我们听到是3岁，是不是？3岁前面还有一个词很关键。
And sunny. Our son is only 3 years old.
它这个词读得非常弱 ，is only 3 years old。那么根据这个词判断呢，这个儿子和这个女儿哪个大一点？应该是女儿大。他说儿子 is only 3 years old， 应该是女儿，应该是 older sister， 所以这个不对啊。
His name is Tom. We love our children very much.
We love our children very much. 那么现在有几个地方，第一是喜欢房子，第二是爱孩子。那么第4题对不对 ？Live a happy life though the house is small， 应该是对的。然后还有第几题？第2题对不对？这个 clean 和 small 都可以听出来，但是人家没有说 not from far from the city， 没有说是在郊区还是在什么地方，所以这个信息没有给出来，我们认为它是错的。第一个到底是对还是错呢？好，这就是我们这个小 quiz 结束了。下面我们进入第13课。Apologies 表示什么 ？Apology 道歉。好。那么今天练习的是比较令人恼火的一种数字，就是10和几十，那 teens and tens。
Listen carefully and repeat the number you hear. Then choose the correct number.
你听到的肯定是10几和几十，来区别一下。
1. The dress cost me £13. 1. The dress cost me £13.
13它是平着读的音呢 ，13 pounds， 不应该是30 pounds。
2. You have to pay $19 for the night.
这个很清楚哈。
2. You have to pay $19 for the night.
$19.
3. Tom was 40 minutes late for class this morning. 3. Tom was 40 minutes late for class this morning.
多少 ？40.
4. It usually takes me about 15 minutes to walk to the school.
15，像真正说话的时候，谁也不可能把声音拉得这么强了。15 minutes.
5. Ellie lost $80 on her way home.
$80， 你再听一下。
5. Ellie lost $80 on her way home.
6. Bill is young, but he has been to 16 countries.
16.
6. Bill is young, but he has been to 16 countries.
7. I went to the post office for 30 50-cent stamps.
30.
7. I went to the post office for 30 50-cent stamps.
8. This happened in the year 1960. 8. This happened in the year 1960. 1960.
1960.
9. The Johnsons live at 1070 Fifth Avenue. 9. The Johnsons live at 1070 Fifth Avenue.
1070. 那么后面那个大家看一下 Fifth Avenue 就是我常跟大家说的第五什么美国最著名的那个第五大道 Avenue 就两边有那个树荫的那种林荫大道树序数词 Fifth Avenue 第五大道。
10. Her room number is 1418 Park Hotel. 10. Her room number is 1418 Park Hotel.
is 1418啊，第三个错了，但是你听呢
3. Tom was 40 minutes late for class this morning.
应该是啊40还是14？我怎么听这么像40呢？
3. Tom was 40 minutes late for class this morning.
这个地方我就觉得有点像打擦边球的感觉，过去。
You will hear 5 sentences. Each one will be read twice. Listen carefully and write down the missing information.
请大家把句子补全。
1. He bought 19 new pencils. 1. He bought 19 new pencils.
About 19后面呢 new pencils.
2. It took them 50 hours to complete the task. 2. It took them 50 hours to complete the task.
It took them 50 hours to complete the task. 完成什么？这项任务。
3. He finished the test in 70 minutes. 3. He finished the test in 70 minutes.
He finished the test in 70 minutes.
4. The man was 16 minutes late for the play. 4. The man was 16 minutes late for the play.
Was 16 minutes 后面呢 late for the 什么 play 看戏晚了16分钟。
5. I live at 1490 4th Street.
4.
5. I live at 1490 4th Street.
live at 听听这个前面的门牌号
5. I live at 1490 4th Street.
前面是多少 1490逗号然后呢 4th Street 再听一下
5. I live at 1490 4th Street.
啊我有哪儿翻白眼题没错呀
4. The man was 16 late for the play.
哪儿错了那别的我都是用数字写的哦这已经做过下面我们来看这句话 It wasn't my mistake 不是我的错那实际上我们平时呢用的更多的是另外一个词就是 fault F-A-U-L-T 也表示错误但这个错是需要你负责任 It's not my fault 不是我的错首先我们看一下有什么单词需要大家注意的这个 awfully 本来这个 awful 啊，它是相当于可怕的意思，这点相当于 terrible， 而它的副词就已经变成一个程度副词，非常的。比方说我很抱歉呢 ，I'm sorry， 你就可以说 I'm terribly sorry。那么 awfully 也是一样的，不是可怕的，是非常的了。taxi 没有问题了 ，sharp 夏普，它本来这个词呢就是什么锋利的，然后呢变成了一个姓氏。看一下表达法 ，I'm awfully sorry， 就像我刚才说是 I'm terribly sorry， 非常抱歉。那么口语里面就是 I'm so sorry。看一下背景知识 ，awfully sorry is used in colloquial English, meaning very sorry， 用在什么 colloquial 英语口语当中，意思就是非常抱歉的意思。I'm awfully sorry is a useful expression in making an apology， 是一种非常有用的 expression 表达法。表达法 in making an apology 在做道歉的时候。Some other apologetic expressions are， 那么大家再学学其他表示道歉的方式。Oh, I'm sorry. It's my fault. 就是我刚说这个词是我的错。Sorry to trouble you. 这句话都是比较很抱歉打扰你了。I'm afraid I can't. 恐怕我不行，我去不了，我办不到。I'm afraid I can't do something. 那么 answers to apologetics are apologies 怎么回答呢？ That's quite alright. 没什么事啊。It doesn't matter. 没关系。Not at all. 等等，这种都是表示人家道歉的时候你应该怎么答复。第二个 I waited for my turn for 2 hours 这句话什么意思啊？ It means Miss Smith had to wait for her chance to see doctor for a long time 说呢等着轮到我已经等了2个小时了，已经等了很久了。
Good morning, Mr. Shop. I'm awfully sorry I'm late.
You're late every morning, Miss Smith. You were late Tuesday, yesterday. Don't you have a watch?
Yes, but it wasn't my mistake. I stood in the rain for an hour this morning. I waited and waited for a bus. And then, when one came, it was full.
How about yesterday and the day before yesterday?
Well, I came by taxi yesterday and...
And you were still late. And Tuesday?
Tuesday I went to see the doctor, and I waited for my turn for about 2 hours. It was terrible.
And tomorrow, Miss Smith?
Question 1. Where does this conversation most probably take place?
那你看到后面的问题也猜得出来他问什么呀？ Where does the conversation most probably take place? 哪儿的对话呢？ In the office, in an airplane 什么？飞机 airplane 你就把 air 去掉，就相当于 plane. The reading room 阅览室 library.
Question 2. What has been happening these days? Question 2. What has been happening these days?
特殊名词是 what. What has been happening these days? 这些天发生什么事儿了？ The woman has been on time. The woman has been late. The woman has been sick. 怎么了？有病了。The woman has been coming to work by taxi. 哪一个是对的？这些天发生的。
Question 3. What day was yesterday? Question 3. What day was yesterday?
What day was yesterday? 昨天礼拜几啊？
Question 4. How did the woman come yesterday? Question 4. How did the woman come yesterday?
你看4个选项，你可以判断它的特殊名词一定是 How did the woman come yesterday? 昨天怎么来的 ？By car, by bus, by bike, by taxi.
Question 5. What does Mr. Sharp think about the woman? Question 5. What does Mr. Sharp think about the woman?
What does Mr. Sharp think about the woman? 那么 Sharp 先生对这位女士是怎么想的呢？She was not telling the truth. 没有。说实话 ，She shouldn't have come by taxi。这句话怎么理解 ？Shouldn't have， 本不应该坐坐出租车来。She should see a doctor again. She might be late again tomorrow.
Good morning, Mr. Shop. I'm awfully sorry I'm late.
You're late every morning, Miss Smith. You were late Tuesday, yesterday. Don't you have a watch?
Yes, but it wasn't my mistake. I stood in the rain for an hour this morning. I waited and waited for a bus. And then, when one came, it was full.
How about yesterday and the day before yesterday?
Well, I came by taxi yesterday and...
And you were still late. And Tuesday?
Tuesday I went to see the doctor and I waited for my turn for about 2 hours. It was terrible.
And tomorrow, Miss Smith?
Good morning, Mr. Shop. I'm awfully sorry I'm late.
You're late every morning, Miss Smith. You were late Tuesday, yesterday.
两个词放在一起说的 ，You were late
You were late Tuesday, yesterday.
Tuesday, yesterday。那么礼拜二迟到了，昨天迟到了，说明昨天是礼拜几？啊？星期三呗，那应该是 Wednesday。那就相当于前天迟到了，昨天迟到了，今天又迟到了。那么 Tuesday, Wednesday 应该这样，他说的是 Tuesday, yesterday。
You were late Tuesday, yesterday. Don't you have a watch?
那么这个人说话也很尖刻啊 ，Don't you have a watch？ 难道你没表吗
Yes, but it wasn't my mistake.
那么解释不是我的错 ，But it wasn't my mistake.
I stood in the rain for an hour this morning. I waited and waited for a bus. And then, when one came, it was full.
How about yesterday?
我们先看一下第二题。
Question 2. What has been happening these days?
这些天发生什么事情了 ？The woman has been late. 那么你觉得会是在哪儿发生的对话呢？办公室肯定是他的老板啊，你又迟到了 ，You are late again 啊。
And the day before yesterday?
Well, I came by taxi yesterday.
Question 4. How did the woman come yesterday?
昨天做的什么了 ？Taxi.
Today.
Well, I came by taxi yesterday and
you were still late. And Tuesday?
Tuesday I went to see the doctor and I waited for my turn for about 2 hours. It was terrible.
And tomorrow, Miss Smith?
最后一句话什么意思 ？And tomorrow， 暗含的什么意思？啊，那明天呢？你看看这种人，他连打车来他都会迟到。那么我们看看最后一个，这个老板对他是怎么想的？最后一句 ，And tomorrow， 你肯定还得迟到，又有什么样的借口了？哎 ，might be late again。他这里面的故事就好像一个线穿下来的，你看 Tuesday, yesterday， 今天又迟到了，那么惯性的明天估计还是这样的。True or false check， 看一下第一个 ，The woman was late on Monday， 礼拜一迟到，对不对 ？Two, it's Thursday today. Three, the woman stood in the rain for an hour this morning， 在雨里边站了1个小时。4. On Tuesday, the woman went to see the doctor. 5. In the end, Mr. Sharp forgave the woman for being late. 这个词你得知道，它的原型是 forgive， forgave， 原谅、宽恕。
Good morning, Mr. Shop. Sorry, I'm late.
You're late every morning, Miss Smith. You were late Tuesday, yesterday. Don't you have a watch?
Yes, but it wasn't my mistake. I stood in the rain for an hour this morning. I waited and waited for a bus. And then, when one came, it was full.
How about yesterday and the day before yesterday?
Well, I came by taxi yesterday and...
And you were still late. And Tuesday?
Tuesday I went to see the doctor, and I waited for my turn for about 2 hours. It was terrible.
And tomorrow, Miss Smith?
Good morning, Mr. Shop. I'm awfully sorry I'm late.
You're late every morning, Miss Smith.
我估计呢，这5个题里要求大家就是要有清楚的时间的脉络，你要听一听他们哪天迟到了啊。
You were late Tuesday, yesterday.
Tuesday, yesterday。那我们把时间理清楚啊，他从哪天开始迟到？从 Tuesday 礼拜2，所以第一个是不对的，没有那么早。那么昨天是礼拜几了？刚说礼拜3，那么今天应该是礼拜4，对不对 ？Thursday is 2。
Don't you have a watch?
Yes, but it wasn't my mistake. I stood in the rain for an hour this morning.
This morning， 听一听是不是
But it wasn't my mistake. I stood in the rain for an hour this morning.
你听到是正好的原句 ，stood in the rain for an hour this morning， 等车等了这么久，应该是对的。
I waited and waited for a bus, and then when one came, it was full.
How about yesterday and the day before yesterday?
Well, I came by taxi yesterday and...
And you were still late. And Tuesday?
Tuesday I went to see the doctor.
比较简单是不是 Tuesday I went to see the doctor.
And Tuesday?
Tuesday I went to see the doctor, and I waited for my turn for about 2 hours. It was terrible.
And tomorrow, Miss Smith?
我们知道最后他一句话暗含他明天还会迟到的，说明并没有宽恕大错的。那么有几个表达法需要大家注意。第一个就是说我非常抱歉，怎么说 I'm awfully sorry， 后面呢说 I'm late。除了有 awfully 之外呢，我们还可以用 terribly sorry， 是不是？那么说这不是我的错，怎么说 ？It wasn't my mistake。除了 mistake 之外，还可以用 fault。It wasn't a mistake。好了，我们先休息吧。